Alright, welcome back to a Chucky commentary video. Or actually, this is going to be more a Dead by Daylight commentary video overall. I know I did a gameplay video yesterday. That's mostly because I couldn't record, and I do these day of. But yeah. So we're back. This is after the recovery and all of this stuff. We've had a lot go on. The Toys for Tots charity went well, by the way. We're still doing the donations, but we're not doing an event out of it. The links and stuff are still on my Twitch and whatnot. Anyways, let's get into the video. So, I have been on DVD Twitter, which I always am, and, you know, I've seen a few videos. And I thought it would take about a week before people started saying Chucky was unfun to play against, or boring, or a badly designed killer. It took literally 4 days. People are very upset with this killer. And honestly, I know I called this about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I said Wesker, or Chucky was the new Wesker. I called it. I wasn't the only one, but I fucking called it. But he is, in the sense of, he's a high mobility character that has a lot of skill expression, that is going to be massively played for about a month or so. I can almost promise you this. You're going to see a bunch of Chuckies until then. I was playing the game today and did see that the Killer BP bonus did come back, which means there's less people playing Killer right now, which means I'm assuming a lot of people got their fill. It's also the weekend, so there's probably a lot of friends online playing Survive with Friends on Survivor side. Regardless, people give it time for things to settle down. Not only is he a high mobility character, he's also extremely unique because of his third-person camera, and he's good. He's just a good character, and people are gonna play him. There's a reason why when Singularity came out, you probably saw a bunch for maybe a day or two, and then you didn't really see any ever again. It's because, and this isn't to say Singularity was a bad character, but he was very micromanagey, and Wesker and Chucky were very to the point. They have a dash that helps them in loops, and Wesker has a bunch of other things going on. Wesker is still better than Chucky, by the way. Just saying overall, it's not just the hug text, just as an overall kit, Wesker is better than Chucky. He has inherent slowdown, Chucky doesn't. Chucky doesn't have any map control apart from his mobility. Just saying. And the other point I think people are bringing up is the whole 360, 180, 720, the fucking insane thing. I'm going to put up a clip here of one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
I mean, we would have won the set to 2, like... definitely a win.
Now, do I think that should go through and stay there? Not necessarily, but at the same time, it's a tech, and I would rather it stay in the game and people be going for that stuff, because much like with Blight, and I said this to a few people on Twitter, when Blight was getting his hug tech removed, or they were talking about doing it, a lot of Blight players came out and basically said, listen, if you guys remove hug tech, this killer is going to become stronger, because Blights aren't going to be going for fancy hits, they're going to be using bump logic and getting the easy guaranteed hits, and you don't want that. And I'm going to say the same thing with Chucky. If they get rid of the hug tech, they get rid of the 360s, the 180s, the 720s. Now, granted, I do think the window exploit should be taken out, but not the flicks and things. I think those need to stay in the game. Because if you don't have those, all Chucky players are going to do is go for the easy hits. Hell, I know a lot of Chucky players who aren't even going for the slice and dices. They're just using Save the Best for Last and Rapid Brutality, or getting an M1, immediately going into hidey ho, and then doing the slice and dice to catch up and insta-down you in like 5 to 10 seconds. Like I said, I would rather people be going for these cool, fancy just clips and flicks. I would much rather them be doing that. Yes, it's a little annoying. Yes, it's really strong, and I understand that people are going to abuse it. Same with, like, the meta builds. Yeah, I'm a little tired of seeing Scorch Hook on every Chucky. I'll be perfectly honest. I have a meta build on Chucky. It's in one of my loadouts. If you stop by the stream, shameless plug, by the way, you'll see when I'm playing Chucky, there's a third loadout that I have that is my meta loadout. I haven't used it once. It's there for when I feel like going sweaty, but I probably never will. But most of the time, I'm going for, like, undetectable builds. The Obsession Roulette build that Otz put out the other day with Rancor and Friends to the End and all that stuff. Like, that's what I'm going for. But I understand the frustration. But if your reason for not liking Chucky and thinking he's boring is because you're seeing him every match, guys, I hate to tell you, this is in every video game. The only difference with Dead by Daylight is that the killer is one person and you see the same every match. I saw someone make a suggestion where the game shouldn't have you play against the same killer over and over again. honestly, Survivor players, I don't think you would want that because it would make queue times insanely long at the release of a new killer. And killer players wouldn't want that because it would do the same thing, but more so for survivors. Let people try out the killer. Let people have their fun, okay? Give it a few weeks or a couple weeks to settle down. If you really don't want to play against Chucky right now, just wait it out. I promise you. Go take a break and play something else. And I know it's generic to say, but really just go and do that. It will save you so much of a headache. In any case, I'm actually very close to P10 on Chucky right now. But yeah, shameless plug of the Twitch again. The link's below. I appreciate all the support, and I know the gameplay video didn't do very well. Like, once again, I wasn't able to commentate, but I wanted to put something out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, like I always do. And yeah, have a good one, and bye!